What's up, everybody? It's your girl, PrettyPercent. That's spelled P-R-E-T-T-Y with a percent sign. We're doing another Zatima review, so stick around. Before we get started, I want you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be up to date whenever I drop a new video. Okay, you guys, I am going to let you know that I am so happy that I have my fiance here with me again. We're going to be reviewing Zatima. His name is Sean Bear.
Hello, YouTube.
That's right. Tell everybody.
Oh, she called me Sean Bear, by the way. Don't nobody be, y'all better not be coming up to me calling me no Sean Bear. Hold up. Time out.
Just Sean. We don't want to get them confused from the show that we're watching. There's a guy named Sean on there. So this is Sean Bear, and that's Sean on the show. Zatima. That's the reason. How about that? Okay, so I've already reviewed season 2, episode 5. Today, we are going to be reviewing season 2, episode 6. And the plot about this is called Bryce confronts Angela about ghosting him and insists he doesn't know why. And Nathan and Tony are shocked when they find out that there's a dating profile for Fatima.
Ooh, and the episode is called Too Close for Comfort.
Too Close for Comfort. Ooh, that just gives me chills on my back.
There's definitely a lot of Too Close for Comfort going on here.
Yeah. So the way this episode starts off, okay, remember from season 2, episode 5, we were telling you that Angela and Fatima was coming out of the club and they was trying to get a ride share, but really Angela wanted to go home with Sean. He came out there like, I could drive y'all home. And Fatima's like, no, man, y'all all been drinking. We all been drinking. No. So Angela insists. She all wobbly and stuff. Like, no, we going home with him. We are going home with him. So he goes and get his car, and it shows that they're all in his car. Fatima went ahead and said, all right. She said, but don't worry. I got my gun. And I got, what else she said? She said
she's the sober one.
Oh yeah, she's sober. She had a few drinks too, but she wasn't throwing them back like they was. He was like, I threw a couple shots back or whatever. But
they had Fatima friend Angela as my with this episode. It's even more amplified with this episode compared to episode 5. You know, they really had her wilding out these past 2 episodes. You know, she coming out the club. I mean, I don't like to body shame anybody, but she's a very plus size woman. And, you know, she too big to be stumbling around like that. You know,
I mean, that's what it be like. If you got your friends and your other friends, you got some big fat friends, some skinny friends.
I mean, good thing Fatima got a little. You know, she carries a little weight on her.
She's thickums too.
Right. You know,
but she look nice. She look good.
You know, had been like you know, your girl Karen from the Sisters series,
skinny and been pregnant for like 9 months and never showed.
Well, if Karen was coming out the club with Angela pregnant, coming from a club eating, it's a whole nother. But imagine her trying to hold up big old Angela.
I mean, she had this 2-piece outfit on, Angela. I mean, she just had some, you know, arms, big. She's a plus-size woman, but she's beautiful. Beautiful, chocolate, and beautiful. I keep wanting to call her something else. She don't look like an Angela. She look like her name could be a Carmen Letta.
You can take that up with Tyler Perry.
Okay. Give her to Angela. Okay, so Angela is like, oh, you gonna come in? She wants Sean to come in or whatever. And Fatima's like, absolutely not. So he stops outside and you know, Fatima jumps out. She's like, okay, I'm about to go walk her to the front. So, you know, Angela goes in wobbling, but she gives Sean the little sneaky eyes, like, make sure you come back. You know what I'm saying? So
barefooted. She done came out the hills and stuff.
Oh yeah, she's barefooted. He's just do you not like her? You don't like what you see?
I mean, they had her wild in this episode. I was like, you know, the other episodes. I mean, she was annoying, but she was still collected and stuff. Now
she was like wearing beautiful. You're right. Yeah, getting drunk, like, cause she would always drink some wine
trying
and stuff.
Throw the cheeks
got that drunk.
Random guys she met at a nail strip club.
They didn't show us everything they did in there. Like they did a little bit getting some drinks, but then it showed the next part of
them come out of the club.
Zach and Deja.
Yeah.
So, they had to go back and forth. So we just had to think in our head, like, okay, they was in there throwing them back. They was in there for a while, right?
I mean, I'm pretty convinced when you got coming out the club out to fall over.
They didn't show all that, so that's what was going on. So anyway, she goes in the house. Right when she opens the door, she falls
in the house.
Plump. It's like a big plump. And then the door closes. So then Fatima, she turned around like, you know what? Just take me home. Take me around the corner. That's what she says. So we're like, okay, what's around the corner? So you remember on season 2, episode 5, how it ended was Zach was in front of Deja. I'll be forgetting her name too. In front of Deja while she was in the bathtub. So it ended right there. But they didn't start it back right there. So while she gets in the car to go around the corner for Sean to take her around the corner, they showed a part where...
Before that, remember, she reminds him again that she has a gun.
Oh, okay. She's like, I got a gun, so don't try nothing.
Don't try nothing.
Yeah, they didn't show us the gun, but maybe she had a little small gun in her purse or something. So... Really, Sean? So, yeah, I'll get scared. That's the gun, homie. You remember that on... Did you see Real Husbands of Hollywood with Kevin Hart? He was rapping. He was like, pop, 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 pop. That's a gun, homie. They was like rapping.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it was. We gotta show them that. Oh my God, I have to review that. We'll review that. Yeah. They didn't start it off with Zach and her Deja in the bathtub. They put it where
they're chilling on her.
They're chilling on her couch
in the living room.
Good memory.
She still got a towel on.
Face
full of makeup after she supposedly took a bath.
She was just sitting in that bathtub.
So I guess when Deja takes baths, she never washes her face.
Perhaps. She already put her makeup on. She sleeps in her makeup. I know girls that sleep in their makeup, wear it the next day, like if they go get it done because they don't know how to do their own makeup.
See, I don't. Okay, so some
keep
women
it on.
Do not wash their face.
Yeah,
ever. They just put on makeup.
They probably just
have eye crusts and stuff on the next day.
I hope they brush their teeth.
Blend it into their makeup.
Yep. Ooh, caking it on. That's just crazy, ain't it? But they do that. So they're sitting there on the couch, and we're all thinking in our head, like, did they do it or not? Like, they sitting there, like, come on, how'd they get down on the couch? Did they forget that they showed us that he does that on some of his shows? Like,
fully.
Like, wait a minute. I guess he want us to think that, was that an imagination? Wasn't that one of his stuff? It was like a whole imagination.
Nah, this was not a dream. This was not Andy Barnes waking up from a dream.
Right.
This really
from
happened.
Sisters.
Somehow,
like he's gonna put that in here because
somehow we go from Zach bent over a bathtub with a naked woman, and somehow they just mysteriously now appear on the couch. Like,
so
what happened in between all this time?
What happened in between that? So I guess what they want us to think is that she went ahead and gave up and put on a towel, and then they came downstairs, and he's mad. He didn't want to go home because he's mad that he saw this picture on his phone that she sent him. That she had her friend send her take a picture of them or whatever, and showing that Fatima is with some man in the club. Now they never showed us that part that she was with a man because we know that it was Angela, Sean, and Fatima. And Fatima been ready to go. She's sober, right? Mm-hmm. So anyways, they sitting there talking on the couch, and he was like, why you want to do me so bad? They arguing, and she was like, I don't want to do you so bad, acting like she don't, like playing hard to get.
She was like, your girl is playing you, so you might as well do the same thing. I'm right here for you,
naked, but men don't want a woman that just throw themselves at them like that, especially if you are a known hoe also. Like, you just throwing yourself at him and you naked. Yeah, you might look cute with all that makeup on, but what you look like up under there? Maybe he's like, my woman wears makeup. Sometimes she don't. And she thick too. Like, just because you got a booty, she got a bigger booty. So he's like all caught up and mad, but he's like, he know he can get that. A man don't want something, they just know they can take it. So he's sitting there like, man, you naked or whatever, but he mad.
Of course, magically, as we talked about with the last episode.
Yeah, he's coming out the door.
Saying, who's right there?
Fatima pulls up, but she gets out of the car, and Sean drops her off. So Zach sees her get out of the car with a man. And Fatima sees Zach coming out of Deja's house, not once, but the second time. So now Fatima's really furious. So she still goes in the house, and Zach goes in right behind her. Why they go in together? they just start arguing, right?
Well, first it starts off with their typical silent treatment.
Yeah.
That's how they handle their conflict. The silent treatment card. They just always.
It hurts my feelings for people to just be silent to each other like that. It's
a bunch of misunderstandings. Like, y'all really have these problems y'all could resolve if y'all just communicate.
That's what it was. They didn't communicate. Just leaving the house, so you're gonna assume things like. So he feels like that picture that Deja sent him was true, that she was out with another man because she pulled up with another man. So he's really tired of it too. So as they walk upstairs, he gets in the bed, shirtless. She gets in the bed, I guess, looking like a grandmama. She got this dashiki looking thing on that she put in bed. She got a bonnet on her head. She still got her makeup, but she gets in the bed. He said, "What you think you doing?" And she was like, "I'm about to go to sleep." And he was like, "Not with that on. What is that? You looking like you a grandmama. Look like I'm going to get bed with a grandma or something." So, like, she don't even look messed up. They should at least made her put like this like cream on her face or something. And I've seen that on another movie. Like some cream on her face, like night cream. Moisturizer,
avocado mask,
all that. Like the mask I have, I don't think it makes you. It's like a yellow mask I wear. It's really nice. Vitamin C mask. That is. It really helps your skin. But that's another thing. But anyway, so they just end up talking while they're in bed, and she's like, I'm really getting tired of you, and he's like, I'm actually getting tired of you too, basically. Man. And he's like, you ain't giving me none, and you think I'm doing it with old girl next door. I'm not. I had to go over there for a reason. And she's like, no, you went over there since you're doing it with her. Go on back over there, whatever. He was like, you know what? Whatever. And they arguing. He's like, I'm going to just go lay on the couch. She's like, no, this is your place. You make that very clear. This is your place. So I'm going to leave, actually, and I'm going to go back to my place or whatever, because she still got her own place, right?
Yeah. She throws that in there occasionally. When
a lot, too. She's like, I still got my own place. And he's been wanting her to let go of her own place. But I'm guessing more of the story, when you just get into a relationship with someone and y'all both have your own places, wait before you let go of the other place, and you're not married yet.
It doesn't matter. They're grown
either way,
adults.
they want to show like
freshly...
they so hard and they from these places, so they ain't gotta say I'm sorry to you. And she's feeling like, oh, you need to say you're sorry. He was like, what I need to apologize for? Remember, he was like, I don't need to apologize about nothing,
right?
Or whatever. And in the midst of this, on some other episodes, okay, I have to tell y'all this part. She bought him something. She was like, I'm bringing another woman into our relationship because she's not wanting to give him none right now because she feel like they're having sex too much. So that's kind of another reason why he could be a little stressed, because they're not doing it no more now. And now they're getting more mad, right? So the other person that she brought into the relationship, we'll have to tell you at the end, because don't we have some more to say before? Because he actually brings this
hold on to
person
that.
in there.
Yeah, we'll cycle back to that. But yeah, that definitely it plays a role in this episode.
Yes. Her name, can I at least tell them what her name is?
No, you can't tell them.
Okay, can I tell y'all that? Yeah, he said. Sean Bear said I can't.
Not Sean, the guy Angela was trying to give the cheeks up to.
All right, so after all that, she runs over to Angela's house.
Yep.
So like I said, Angela was doing like this. She was on top of this man, girl. She was on top of Sean, not this Sean, but the Sean in the show, and she was riding him. That's what they wanted us to believe. She had all her clothes on still that she wore from the club.
Right.
So obviously he turned back around. Sean, he circled back around in his expedition and got in her house and was on the sofa, and they was having sex. So Fatima busts in. She's like, I'm using the extra spare key that I have. And she's like, girl, what you doing? And she's like, oh my God. Like, what you covering up? You got your clothes on. So she's like, what my God? So then she's like, y'all know you ain't over there. Who you over there with? So then he's like, who is that? Is that your room? She's like, that's my roommate. She was like, but that is Fatima. He was like, that looked like a whole totally different woman, because she still got her bun on her head and I call it a dashiki, but
Golden Girls
like
pajamas.
A robe. Golden Girls, yeah, that is what it looked like. That is the kind of stuff they had on, like a little robe. I would wear something like that. It looks comfortable.
I would not be surprised if it, that outfit starts trending.
It will, with a button on. Watch.
The Fatima,
just don't go to the grocery stores, in the mall, in the airport with that on, ladies.
Oh yeah, Monique will come looking for you.
Monique will come for you. Okay, we all know.
Have you seen her in that? What's that movie we watched? The Reading.
Oh man, The Reading.
The Reading. That's what.
Reading. I thought it was Redding. Reading.
The Reading.
Oh, it's reading. Like you're reading.
Yeah.
Why is it called The Reading? What they reading?
Remember they was trying to. Well, that's a whole.
Oh, she was trying to do some.
That's a whole different thing. Yeah. Nathan and Tony, they at Tony's crib, and Nathan's over there because, his wife kicked him out the crib because he was being a little male thought himself, messing around behind his wife's back with Deja, of course.
Yeah,
same girl trying to get Zach the cheeks now.
And that's when Fatima beat her up when they was in the hot tub. At the same time, she was messing with him.
Yeah, he's over there. He's like, yeah, thanks for looking out, and let me stay here. This just temporary. His boy is like, you sure? Cause you've been over here for a minute. Anyway, the dude, Nathan, they find Fatima with a profile on some dating app.
Yeah,
I guess it's like a Tinder-like app, supposedly.
I forgot what it was called. Did you write that down?
I think it was called
important part. So
something. I forgot what the app was called. It was something like get the booty, get the
weird.
booty.com.
Yeah, it was
or
funny.
Like
it was funny. It was no get the booty.com.
It was something crazy. But yeah, so he showed Tony, and Tony's like, hey man, maybe she looks. She's too good looking to be having to create a profile.
Like, fine.
Might be a catfish or something. Then they had the location. So then, they call up Zach like,
yeah,
Zach, check your phone. Yeah. And he's like, man, I ain't got time.
He was like, I ain't trying to see. I already know she was out with another guy or whatever like that.
So then,
at the club.
Yeah, he checks the phone, sees the profile picture, screenshot, I guess. Then, he hangs up on them. And, it kind of leaves a little cliffhanger with that. And then we pick up at your Angela scene.
Yeah, so anyway, she's sitting at the table with her blue lingerie on, and Fatima is sitting right there, and they're talking. So then Sean comes downstairs, so therefore he spent the night. And she's like, girl, a hit or quitter, he can go. Like, what's her name? I want to call her Carmen because she looked like a Carmen. Angela is like, like she acted like it ain't even all that. Yeah. Like, I just want him to leave. I just wanted something, basically.
But you missed one before they got that. Remember they was talking about she thinking about getting that therapist for Zach.
Oh yeah, that part was boring to me. That's probably why I forgot.
Yeah, they had a whole discussion. She was like, he gonna be mad if you do that. Which, I mean, where they at right now, I think both of them need to get a therapist. So I'm on board with that idea anyway. But yeah, it's something she should discuss with him first before she just surprise him. Like, surprise, here go a therapist.
But didn't she say she wanted to do it because she called too? But I was trying to talk about how the dude walked out because they still was talking. Yeah. That was like after they had that initial conversation about that.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
We gotta go straight in order, you guys. My bad.
Yeah.
Don't want to mess up anybody's thought process. But that's why you gotta watch it yourself so you can understand.
That's an important plot point.
That was gonna come up next too.
Okay.
Co-host.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I've been upgraded to co-host. Yeah, I thought I was a guest.
Oh, just a guest then. My guest on the PrettyPercent show.
Go ahead.
But
jump over the plot.
So what was crazy, what happened was what the show was called, Bryce, he was like trying to figure out what's going on with Angela. So Angela had Sean go. So Sean was about to leave. The door opens. At the door is Bryce, which is Angela's ex-man. I guess that's her ex-boyfriend right now at the time, because right now she was like, I don't want to talk to you. So he's coming in as Sean is going out, but Fatima walks out too. She was like, let's keep going. So she walk out and he's looking like, okay, like confused. So the door closes. He comes to sit down and he's like, Angela, what's going on? Like, he really sounds concerning. So he's like, what's going on, Angela? What's going on with us? Why are you giving me the cold shoulder, the cold treatment? You're not talking to me. And she's like, I just want some time. I told you I need some time. Because she's not telling him what the real problem is. And
he know what the real problem is.
No, she haven't told him, but he know, but he hoped. No, he didn't know until she was like, you know what's going to make it better? How about we go out to dinner with me, you, Fatima, and Zach? And he kind of was like, got tensed up when she said Zach. Mm-hmm. So she wants to go out to dinner so they could all just talk. She's like, how about we all talk?
Right.
And he's like, well, in between, can we still talk? Can we go to breakfast? No, we're not going to breakfast. None of that. We'll talk when we go to dinner, basically.
And then he was like,
he was like, what did I do wrong? He's acting like he don't understand what he did.
Right.
But he hoping she don't know about what he did.
Then he bucked up right after the end.
Oh,
of that.
yeah. He's like, well, who was that?
Who the F was that
yes,
guy?
He cursed. He was like, who the F was that? He's like, who the F was that?
We don't get to. Nah, he ain't say that.
He better not say that. So Fatima ends up going back home after she leaves Angela's house. And home is Zach's home, actually. So she walks in the door and she's on the phone with the therapist. She calls and she's like, I got to make an appointment. Like, I need time. And at this point, we think she's in the house by herself. She's downstairs. And she's like, okay. So he's like, oh, thanks for calling. His name is Paul.
No.
The therapist.
Paul was the man that recommended
man.
that recommended the therapist to him.
Sometimes you gotta think about it. So yeah, so anyways, they get off the phone and then she calls her girl Angela, and she's like, Angela, oh my goodness, can you go turn off the tea?
You boiling some tea?
I just want some tea. I could keep talking about it while you turn off the tea. I'm sorry. Do y'all hear? Come on.
All right, so we back. We had to go make some tea real quick. Well, she had to go make some tea real quick.
He had to go turn it off so it won't burn down the house while we're recording, you know?
Right.
Okay, so next what happens is Zatima I want to keep calling her Zatima. Fatima. I bet everybody do that. Do you guys do that? I bet so. Well, Fatima ended up calling Angela and she's like, girl, what was that? You know, she called her and she was like, you know, you get over your man real quick, don't you? She was like, don't you know this? Whatever. You know, that's what Angela's talking about. So she's telling her how she's about to go see the therapist coming up in a week. And she's like, girl, you sure Zach not going to be mad about that? Like, you doing all like that right there? You need to be careful. And all this time while they're on the phone, you know, we thinking she in there by herself. Like, where is that? All of a sudden, we hear this noise. And she's on the phone and it just goes, ah. You hear that kind of noise. And me and you, what are we thinking? I'm thinking, okay, that's
this
Zach.
Is your favorite part of the whole episode.
He's like shaving his head. It sounded like his phone was ringing on vibrate or something. Or
I thought he was crying.
Or speaking in tongues. Like, I don't know. That's what it sounded like he was doing. So all of a sudden, she's like, hold on, girl, I gotta call you back. Yeah, this is our favorite part, you know, because he had to rewind it like 3 times for us to watch it. So she hangs up the phone, but she's going up the steps like, I know he ain't. And then you hear the noise again, and it's like, like that. And you're like, what is that? So she runs, she's like, Zach, I know you're not up here with her. And then he's up there with his extra person that we told y'all when Fatima said she's gonna bring in another woman.
The side chick.
It's called the side chick sex toy. You could say that side chick sex toy.
The pocket coochie.
The pocket vagina. Okay, that's what it was called, and it was called a side chick. Yeah. So, anyways, that's what he was using. Basically, he was in a bed with that, butt naked. You said butt naked last time, so butt naked. Naked, please.
Butt naked.
Yeah. So she runs up there thinking he up there having sex with another woman. So that's what the noise was. But the funny part, why it was so funny to us, is because of the noise. He was like, because he got caught at the same time as, you know, ejaculating at the same time. Like, his eyes got big. Like, like, what are you doing up here? But
she definitely enjoyed the scene way
it was
too much.
So funny. It was so hilarious. is. Like, say you come home and you see your significant other in the bed with a side chick, you know, and it was the vagina pocket, and you see him in bed and naked, and he's doing that. You think all kind of things like, what is he doing? All right, where's she at? Is she in the closet? Who else you got up in here? You ain't in here by yourself. You just in here using this toy like that. You didn't hear me downstairs on the phone the whole time, so you up here just getting it on. Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
I was like, how did he not hear her? Because they stay in like a loft type. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, how did you not hear her down there talking while you doing all that? Like you know, it's TV show. You're not supposed to know that. Only the producers know there. That. I'm up in the crib, booty butt naked with my pocket, my pocket vagina side chick. You know, as soon as I hear a little whimper or the alarm on a chirp or something, I'm like, all right, somebody in the house.
But that's what she did hear it, but he didn't hear her. I guess he was all into his own self. But I can't believe he was doing that. But at least he wasn't over there with Deja. You know, he wasn't next door. He was in the bed doing what you bought him to do. She bought him that toy. Fatima bought him that side chick.
I feel like that's going to make a reoccurring. That's now a reoccurring character on the Zatima series.
The side chick.
We're going to be seeing more of that side chick vagina pocket thingy. Yeah. But I mean, she bought it for him, so what she gotta be mad at? You know, my own thing is maybe she would be mad because the intention is not why you're using it, is what you're using it for. So she's like, oh, you don't bust this thing out because you can't get with old girl next door.
Yeah, and so. It's like, are you thinking about her while you're doing it? Like, who are you thinking about? You can't just use a toy without imagining something too. You know, I mean, that's what they say. But if you're using a toy, you're just using it for pleasure. You're thinking of something, or he's watching porn on TV, or. You know, or he could have been thinking of Fatima. Like, I wish I can get my woman back, you know. That's what he should say to her, to stay in the safe house. So when she come like, who are you thinking about? I was thinking about you. I was thinking about you. You know the faces he be making. And the fact, that's just so funny. Zach makes some hilarious faces.
It was like, I can't get you here in the physical. Mm-hmm. You know, it kind of defeat the purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I ain't getting you that. I know that much.
I would hope not. I'm like, what am I, 18 again? So what do you think going forward? How the rest of the season about to play out?
I just hope he keep throwing us some surprise things. You know, I don't want to know exactly what's going to happen, because if it happens that way, that means it's boring and it's not ironic. You know.
So what about because we got to cycle back to the whole Fatima profile thing, the fake Tinder.
That part.
So, do you think she
Her
actually made?
Profile.
Yeah, do you think she actually made it, or it was a catfish profile?
I think it's a catfish profile. I really don't know. It just looked like maybe somebody next door made it.
So you think Deja made the fake profile trying to get back?
I do think she made it. Because, I mean, Zatima wasn't even Fatima. You guys know who I'm talking about when I say Zatima. I'm saying Fatima. It's really hard to keep doing that. They did that on purpose, making the name of the show Zatima. Zach and Fatima together, you know? But that was really clever. But anyways, I don't know. I don't think Fatima did it, because she was sitting there like it was nothing. Like, she was so mad that thinking that Zach was upstairs with another woman. So why would she hurry up? And when did she have time to make that? It happened so fast. When did she have time to make a profile? And why is his friend so eager to show Zach, like, see, your woman's no good anyway? Like, forget those two. I want to say punks, but forget those two boys.
It's mainly Nathan. You know, he's the married one. He's supposedly trying to save.
He tries to stop Nate. Tony tries to stop Nathan from doing stuff. He's like, that ain't Fatima on that profile. He's like, yes, it is. I told you that's her. And that's Nathan talking, saying this or whatever. So they call up Zach and like, look at your phone. I just sent it to you. Them and them sending them phones and trying to blow up each other. It's so stupid and juvenile to me.
These friends is very annoying.
That part make you want to come through the TV and strangle these men. Like, y'all messing up the whole thing. I want Fatima and Zach to be together. We are rooting for them.
Fatima friends is wilding too. We already
going out to the club.
We talk about Angela already stumbling around in the house and stuff.
We did, but you know what? Fatima should have never called her like, let's go out. If she want to show like she's doing something, I just would have went to the garage like she did, sat in the car. I probably would have drove around the neighborhood for a second and came back. I mean, you already left out with your outfit on. Why'd you actually have to go?
Instead of doing the silent treatment, they could have did something. They could have sat down and had a nice conversation.
They could have.
Yeah, why you leaving this girl house again or something?
Yeah, I thought they was gonna talk about that, but enough is enough. They're tired of each other right now, so I think they might need to just take some time out. And she say she got her own place. Why keep going to your friend place that's feeding you bad stuff to make you do bad things? Go back to your place and chill out there by yourself. Read a book, watch a movie, eat popcorn, and just sit there, and chill and drink you some wine. Don't go out there and, go clubbing and take shots and take it back to the head, and then you come out,
buy your drinks.
Right, and it might be spiked and stuff. Just go take a chill pill at the house. Sometimes y'all don't always got to be together. Sometimes you could be apart. If you are arguing the way you're arguing and you're seeing things like that. Because if you saw me coming from next door, from a man's house, knowing me and you are mad at each other already, and I'm coming from his house, it really need to be the other way around. If I saw you coming from a woman's house next door and I was coming home out of a car, you saw me come out of a car of a man's truck.
Right.
Like that
ain't gonna be no silent treatment.
It ain't gonna be no silent treatment. So we don't. That part, man.
Like, hey, what's going on here?
That's kind of hard. Y'all need to let us know what would you have done if you was in that situation. If you was women, if you was Fatima, I'm sorry, and men, if you were Zach. And you was coming out of that door with your hands over your private part because you didn't want your woman Fatima seeing you. And she comes out of a truck with a man dropping her off. But she came out the back seat, so that could have been a ride share. She didn't come out the front seat. She was in the back. Remember?
True that.
So she jumped out the car and come in. Yeah, and then she's walking in. I mean, I can't pick if my ride share is a man or a woman,
It's the principle that they had an argument. And her first thing to do is get dressed up in some freakum dress, you caught it.
So they both think each other done went out and had sex with someone else. So, I mean, what would y'all do? Seriously, because that's a crazy moment. I mean, what they actually did was good. The silent treatment, walking in together. At least they got in together. They got in bed together. But it didn't end together with them in bed. She left.
Right,
he stayed there.
Right.
That could be the part where Zach is a little mad about too. Like, he has a lot of stress on him. He's stressed out that his homeboy tried to make a pass on him. He tried to kiss him, first of all. Bryce tried to kiss Zach in one of the earlier episodes, and he punched him. But they never told Bryce, woman, Angela, what happened. But I believe Fatima did. And then, because Zach told Fatima, basically. So all three of them know. But Bryce don't know that everybody else know. He's hoping don't nobody else know. But, they're supposed to get together. But I don't think that's going to happen because Fatima and Zach aren't talking right now. Well, we don't know what they about to do after she ran upstairs thinking he was doing something with a woman. I hope what happens when she sees that, and they show episode 7, that she just gonna bust out laughing real hard. They gonna laugh so hard at each other and be laughing like, ha, 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 it really happened, ha, 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 like that. And then they finally just kiss and make up like that and just forget about everything. That's what need to be happening, because if all this drama keep on happening on top, it's just gonna be crazy. It's gonna make us go crazy.
You ain't gonna be tuning in.
I still gonna tune in. I like them.
I'm sure it's gonna be some crazy. So it's gonna start off crazy. Episode 7. It's hard to follow up from that. But there's gonna be something crazy gonna happen.
But we got to get to the bottom of who made that.
You say you think it's Deja?
Yeah, who made that dating site for Fatima? Because I guess they're gonna try to blow that up.
I think it is.
Because it's really stupid. Like, that's dumb. Like, oh, she really made that so she can get Zach mad or whatever. So Zach could be like, so you want to be single now? And she like, I didn't do that. And he's going to be like, yes, you did. Who would just do this? Check your next door neighbor. And then they go and see over there, I ain't do that. I'm broke. I'm about to call the cops on you because you put your hands on me. Like, that's just going to be stupid. They need to come with something really good if they want us to believe that Fatima really made this dating thing.
Well, and then the other thing, if she made this dating profile. I guess she wouldn't be that concerned about getting Zach a therapist because she's like, I'm moving on from you anyway. I don't care what you do with your life.
Touche.
Yeah, good point.
Yes, guys. Well, we want to hear your thoughts and your comments below. Let us know, whose side are you on? Do you believe what I say about our show, or do you believe what Sean Bear says about our show, Zatima? Let us know down in the comments what you'll do if that situation happened to you. And make sure you thumbs up my video and you like and share. Until next time, we'll be coming at you. What was this called?
Oh, this is what was it? Season 2, episode 6. Too Close for Comfort.
Too Close for Comfort.
Oh yeah, y'all get y'all a therapist. Zach, get you a maintenance person.